Hey everybody, Alex here and welcome to Momentum Charting. Today we are going to be getting into another update video of AMC. But before we do that, if you are new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Just jump down below quickly for me, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification. Doing both of those two things is the only way to ensure you don't miss a single update moving forward on AMC, broad stock markets, all your favorite stocks and everything. Important, exciting developments coming up in the stock market in the next few weeks. You're not going to want to miss a single update. So subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for doing that. Now, just on AMC, guys, I want you to know that these are definitely not my favorite types of videos to make because you've been watching my channel now the last couple weeks. Newest channel, trying to grow the channel, trying to get more eyeballs on my videos, everything like that. So thank you for joining me on this video. I'm definitely a bull at heart, but yeah. So these aren't my favorite types of videos to make because they have slightly bearish undertone to them. But I think in the long run, honestly, if you're just putting out content and videos that are consistently bullish on everything, you lose a lot of credibility. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, just like the people who are permanent bears and constantly looking for nothing but huge drops in stocks in the market. I think those types of people lose a lot of credibility as well. So I like to have an open mindset, an open point of view. If I see potential for a swing trade to the upside in a stock, I'll say it. If I see potential downside and warning signs in a stock, I'll say that as well. So just to get that out in the open, not my favorite types of videos to make, but I think it needs to be said right now. There are some definite warning signs, some things we need to be careful about, some things to watch for on AMC. In my last update video, you guys probably saw it. If you didn't, check it out. I caught this move here. I'm on a larger time frame, so I caught this move here on the 23rd of July from around 36 up to 40 or so and sold out right before this big drop. So if you haven't seen my video yet on that, you can see why I wanted to go long on AMC that day and why I thought it was a good idea to get out quickly because I thought it was going to drop. If you haven't seen my last update on AMC, check it out. But here we are today. Today is Saturday, July 31st, and I'm seeing some potentially bearish things happening on AMC. I like AMC overall as a swing trading candidate right now just because of the high degree of volatility, massive swings. And if we can stop and think about the next move in AMC, you have the potential to use leverage if you're trading options, potential for big moves. As long as you harness that volatility in the right direction, you have a chance to make some decent gains on AMC. So it's a fantastic swing trading stock right now. So macro view right now, I just wanted to point this out. Here's our momentum chart, daily momentum chart inside of trading view. You can see the daily momentum bubbles still pushing hard down to the downside. No change yet in that. And also we will check our 3-hour. And you can see here also on that, we have not broken these highs yet here, which we do need to do to regain upside momentum here on July 21st, and are still here trending down to the downside, and it appears potentially the acceleration of momentum is picking up to the downside. So that's macro view. I just wanted to point those two things out quickly on the momentum chart. And then we'll go over here to our volume chart. And I do want to point this out again. And I just want to be really clear about this. Now, macro view in some regards is important. I mean, it is very important, but you can't just look at it like a daily time frame to me alone. You guys will see how in all of my videos, I'm using 2 or 3 different primary charts, and I'm using multiple different time frames, because if you are just concentrating on one time frame, like you just look at daily charts, you just look at weekly charts, Yeah, sometimes those can be helpful, but they all need to be taken into context, because it is a fact, guys, it is a fact that the micro trends and the micro time frames are what actually drives the macro trend and macro time frames. And I'm going to say it again because it's very important to your trading. You need to concentrate on the smaller time frames to see developments and what's happening there is equally every bit as important as paying attention to the long-term and macro time frames. It's a good idea that you learn that now in your trading career before it costs you a lot of money in the future. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way. So I always take the large macro picture in context with the smaller time frames, and I want both to kind of confirm with each other in order to set up profitable trades, and that's always what I'm trying to do when I'm looking at a chart. So here on a macro view, so we've got this long-term downtrend line that is still trending to the downside. Started here at the peak, obviously, on June 2nd. I've got a touch point here on June 18th and another touch point here around June 29th. So macro downtrend line still in effect. You can see here that we have now gone under this dynamic trend line. Again, just everything here needs to be taken together. It's like a giant puzzle. We're trying to put all the pieces together. So momentum, long term and short term, 3 hour, daily, 1 hour, still pointed to the downside, right? No relief yet in sight. So we have not broken above these highs. Looks to be still downtrending even on the 1 hour momentum. Macro view on AMC, still below this downward sloping downtrend line, below the dynamic trend line, and the volume indicator here. Still, you can see the alignment of the volume still pointed down to the downside. You can very clearly see this white space in here, so we are still moving down to the downside. So all that stuff is macro. So we are still, as of right now, no question asked on AMC. Macro bearish, but looking for a reversal potentially in the future. That's how I caught this small trade here on July 23rd and caught it up and then wanted to get out right away. That was probably a little bit of a trade on the dangerous side, but sometimes I like to take risks on trades like that where I see really good opportunities. Didn't get quite as much profit out of it as I would like, but still nonetheless decent trade. But I was willing to take that trade inside of a macro bull trending stock just because I thought the setup was so good. So continuing with the macro bearishness, you can see the alignment of this 50 moving average under the 200 moving average. So this is bearish. The modified volume chart bearish. So overall, big picture still pretty bearish in the macro sense, but now we wanted to move to the micro view, and these are the two charts here I want to primarily show you, and you can see that. Let's go to the 5-minute here because I think this one illustrates what I'm trying to show a little bit better. You can see here on the 5-minute trend. So we've kind of had this series here ever since July 15th, and then we got another one on July 19th, and then another one July 26th, and another one on July 28th. So we've been setting up this series of higher lows, right? Higher lows. But the problem here is, and that has, as of now, set a very, very nice upward sloping trend line. And we've hit it 3 points. One here again, July 19th, July 23rd, and most recently here on July 28th. Okay, so we had those 3 nice upward connecting trend lines on this positive divergent bottoms all the way back from July 15th. But now there is a little bit of an issue here, guys. And what's happened is So now obviously if this were to continue up here, bounce off, hit this trend line, bounce back to the upside, that would continue with the bullishness on the micro view. But we've got an issue here now because this micro trend line has now broken to the downside. So, okay, and let me zoom in here so you can see this a little bit more clearly. So here's our trend line. It's very, very clear to me, these touch points. And now here on July 30th, we got this breakdown of what I consider to be this fairly important upward trending micro term trend line. And it is broken now to the downside, guys. So I am a little bit concerned here that we now have this broad macro bearish picture on AMC, and now adding to the fire this short-term micro bearishness that appears to be developing on AMC as well. So I want to be really, really careful here, guys. You can see here, just kind of walking through this with you, we got this really nice positive divergent bottom here between 15th of July and 19th of July, and had this nice move to the upside and has since retreated. But you can see here our next positive divergent bottom had a lower high than this one, lower high. And then on this most recent positive divergent bottom on the 5-minute, you can see here the volume ticked higher than it did on this last one, but prices were not even able to reach the resistance level here at 40.82 that they did on this last trend around July 26th. And we curled down, and now not only did we get a lower high in place, but we've broken this crucial trend line. So what I'm seeing here is that we've got set now a trend line in place that needs to be you have to give this trend line here. Let me see exactly where this is so you can set it on your charts here. July 29th at 9 in the morning, and then July 30th at 8 in the morning. So we need to respect this trend line right here 100%, guys. There is no going long on AMC until at minimum we break to the upside of this trend line. And right now, more than anything, I'm worried potentially we are going to start coming to the bottom here, start testing these levels and possibly lower. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I'm going to keep you updated on what's happening with AMC bearishness, as well as keep you updated on this trade and all my other ones. We're going to be looking for levels together, everything like that. So you're going to have to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any updates on AMC. And I'm going to be following this along carefully. So I've got this short-term, micro-term bearish downtrend here that I've set. We do need to definitely break this back to the upside in order to have any hope whatsoever of regaining bullish momentum to the upside in AMC. And right now I am a little bit concerned about what could potentially happen on this to the downside. So that's kind of where I'm at now, right now in AMC. Those are all the warning signs I'm seeing. You can see that our modified volume indicator, you can see it's still basically in a bearish zone. Even micro term pushing down to the downside here, still broken down this trend line. So you guys can see definitely why I am very short term bearish after getting a couple of reasonable size scalp trades to the upside here. I want to be really, really careful of the downside in AMC, especially couple that with the potential broad market bearishness that we are set to see in the next week or so. So guys, any swing trades you have long on AMC, just a word to the wise, be really careful with your AMC positions right now moving forward until at a minimum we break this important, crucial trend line to the upside, find some support down here somewhere, break this to the upside and start moving back up again in a positive way, gaining momentum back to the upside. Right now, every bit of of momentum, macro, micro, short-term, everything is pointing down. That's why I want to warn you guys to be careful right now. That is it for this video, guys. Again, definitely not my favorite type of video to make. You guys know that I am a bull at heart, but when I see the warning signs in stocks, I want to make sure to bring that out as well, just as I like to show the bullishness in stocks. When I do see a bearish setup in a stock I'm following, I'm definitely not afraid to put that out there and show that to you guys as well. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Any comments, questions, happy to hear it. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I will see everybody again shortly in the next AMC update. Thanks again. Bye for now.